Hi, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tony Petrarca in the Pinpoint 12 Forecast Center. You've clicked on the Weather Now link. Late night update. What time is it? It's about 10:30 at night on this Thursday night, almost Friday, almost the weekend. Take a look and wow, the low temps this morning, early Thursday morning and around sunrise. Look at Taunton, 35 degrees, a winter chill. Smithfield 39, Providence 45, New Bedford 39. Newport 46. Now watch what happens. Watch these numbers and watch the high temperature later in the afternoon. In some cases, warming up, 30, 35 degrees from the early morning low to the afternoon high. And that's typical during the early autumn, where you can be pretty chilly at sunrise and still warm up nicely during the afternoon. And speaking of warming up, we've got a significant warming trend on the way for the next several days. Now, we're not forecasting heat, but we're talking upper 70s Friday afternoon and lower 80s over the weekend, so a real summery feel on the way. Take a look at the temperatures now. Now we're taping this as of 10:30. So some spots are in the 40s, so it is chilly once again overnight. Satellite radar composite is showing clear skies all across New England. So we are nice and quiet. These clouds offshore, the outer fringes of actually Hurricane Umberto, well offshore by about 600 miles. I'll show you that in just a second. In the meantime, what was once Tropical Storm Almeida continues to produce catastrophic flooding in parts of Texas and on the Louisiana border. That precipitation, very heavy, continues for tonight. And this is what's left of still Hurricane Umberto. And notice how it's become, sort of stretched out. It's no longer that circular shape of the eye, so it's undergoing what we call wind shear. It's just kind of being stretched and torn apart. So the structure has changed. The center of the storm is right about in here. So Cat 2 storm, winds were about 100, 105, but expected to continue to weaken over the next couple of days. And it's almost 600 miles from the southern New England coastline. And there's the latest from the Hurricane Center. Moving northeast at 24. So that motion will take it up into the North Atlantic, the cooler waters, where it will weaken. But even with the storm 500-600 miles away, the swells, the waves do make it to our coastline, so we do have a high surf advisory. Jerry, now that is a hurricane, winds at 90 miles per hour, give you an idea of how far away this is from the United States. I mean, we're talking 1,500 miles away. So many, many days to be looking at this. The forecast track from the National Hurricane Center, the long-range forecast, this would be about the middle of next week, actually recurving it back out into the Atlantic. So the sooner this recurvature occurs, the better it is for the East Coast. If this recurvature occurs later, it would be something more interesting. So, we're going to watch it for the middle of next week, but for now, that's an encouraging forecast track, though Bermuda, once again, will have to watch this very closely. In the meantime, the high surf advisory through 6 o'clock in the evening, building surf, high rip current risk. Stay off the rocks and jetties with decent beach weather for Friday afternoon into the weekend. The water is still relatively mild. Of course, lifeguards are not on duty. It's the off season, so be careful. If you're not a strong swimmer, don't swim alone. And just be mindful of these two risks, the strong surf and the high rip current risk. All right, watch these temperatures tumble overnight. So here we are about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock on Friday morning, starting off in the 40s, chilly start. And then watch the rapid warm-up. This is nice. Upper 70s to near 80 by 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A lot of sunshine, just an ultra nice day Friday afternoon. You're heading out Friday night. The high school football games are in the late afternoon and early evening. Looks real comfortable. Your Friday night plans, nice. Friday night not as chilly as the last couple of nights. So here we are, early in the morning Friday, a chilly sunrise. But by 11 a.m., we recover to 70 and getting even milder in the afternoon, upper 70s, briefly near 80 with mainly sunny skies. Our 7-day forecast features warm weather that will extend into the weekend. Hello. Let me see, get rid of my face here. There we go. And you can see, look at Saturday and Sunday, low 80s. And even Monday, ironically, what Monday is? Who knows? Raise a hand. Calendar version of autumn. Goodbye summer, and it'll feel more like summer on Monday. Temperature at 83. It'll cool off a bit on Tuesday. So that's the latest. Hurricanes continue to stay Off the East Coast, though, we get the high surf advisory. Unseasonably warm weather next several days, and just an awesome weekend, so enjoy. And again, if you're going to the beach, be mindful of the rip current risk and the high surf advisory. That's your latest Weather Now update. Thanks for logging in, and we'll talk to you soon.